Welcome to Cajun Classic Cars TV. Recently, we asked you to tell us what were your favorite episodes of our weekly show. And these are the top 5 favorite videos according to your votes. Number 5, Jesse in Abbeville and his 1935 Dodge panel van. One of the classics of the early Dodge brand is the 1935 Dodge humpback delivery truck.
I never mind the bumps or the ruts along the highway of life. I float through life on a cloud.
And that, folks, is exactly the way you feel in the famous Dodge Air Glide ride. If you haven't experienced this thrill, visit the showroom of your local Dodge dealer.
It was designed for use by businesses in making deliveries. The original cost of a commercial panel van from Dodge? $595, equivalent to just over $13,000 in today's money.
So, Jesse, on this first one we're going to look at, it is a KCL long bed, right?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the long bed, the panel van, and all that stuff.
Well, in 1933, they built this truck. It's called the Glamour Years, and they used the same front end on all their trucks for that year. And what they did was they cut it off, and they used the long bed, but they needed to put a panel truck. They make the sedan, but they also needed a panel truck with a little more height. So this is all cut and leaded in here, welded and leaded into it, which makes it the long bed. That makes it the KCL panel truck. Everybody calls it the humpback.
Number 4, Pete Vaccari's 1963 Corvette prototype collection.
We're looking at a collection of pre-production prototype Corvettes, 1963.
So, Pete, for the audience that doesn't quite understand, tell us when you said pre-production on your classic Vette collection. Tell us what you're talking about.
Okay, when 1963 is a different body style, 62 is different. Okay, it's a totally new car concept, independent rear end. So when GM were trying to figure out what to do, they would make what's called pre-production. There was a total of 23 of these cars built. A lot of them were used for crash tests and different studies and stuff like that. So this is before production.
Okay.
That went to the public.
Number 3, John and Black Beauty, his 1957 Chevy Belair.
The outside of the Beauty, it comes with the dual spot mirrors that are workable. It has the trim on it with the Belair trim. It has the dual antennas. It has the Continental kit and features. It got the 57 license plate that came out in 57 from Louisiana. And it has the inside it. Well, it has the compass. It has the electronic eye. It has the power seats. It has the power window, and it's loaded. Every option that came out of it.
Number 2, Jason and Convent and a 1967 Pontiac Tempest.
Why didn't I learn how to sing?
So, Jason, when you originally emailed me and you said you had a Tempest, you kind of made sure you said not GTO style or not a GTO. Explain that to me.
Yeah, so it's a funny story. Even my own dad, a lot of people clone these as a GTO. GTO parts are easier to find because there's a lot of reproduction parts out there for them. The Tempest had subtle differences from the GTO. On the front, you had a different grille insert. You had your blinker running lights are in the bumper on the Tempest, where the Pontiac GTO, it was in the grille. So a few minor differences. Also, the tail panel was different completely between the GTO, Le Mans, and the Tempest. All their tail lights were completely different. It took me 3 years of scouring eBay to find these NOS, new old stock tail lenses for this thing. But I finally found it.
And according to your votes, the number 1 Cajun Classic Cars TV episode, Mark in Hesmer and his 2012 McClaren MP4 12C.
Tell us, before we get into the car and do a little walk around, why a McClaren?
The McClaren F1 road car, of course. That's the GOAT from the early 1990s. It was the GOAT. I think it still is. And if anyone doesn't know what that is, they should look that up. The McClaren F1 road car. It was a 3-seater, 240 miles an hour, naturally aspirated car. And ever since then, of course, I wanted a McClaren. But McClaren didn't make any more road cars for nearly 30 years until they come out with the 12C. So I immediately latched on and bought one of those.
Cajun Classic Cars TV.